Hi Isaiah, welcome to the practice for probes in phase 2. This is also counting as one booster session that you probably need. So let's go ahead and get started to practice. Question 1. What question do you ask yourself to set a goal? Notice that the question is about setting a goal. We're going to point to B. B is what is my goal? This is the correct answer. This is the question that we ask ourselves to set a goal. Remember, all of the symbols, the questions, and the answers are matching here about setting a goal. Number 2.1. What question do you ask yourself to make a plan? Isaiah, think about your answer. Point to A. What is my plan? This is the question that we ask ourselves when we're making a plan. And all of the symbols talk about making a plan. Next question. What do you want to do? What can you do to improve your behavior? Isaiah, point to C. C is your correct answer. Begin working immediately and continue working until the task is complete. This is the goal that you're working on, the symbol that you always look at. This is the one that helps you remember your goal. Guy in the desk who's working. 2.3. What is a barrier that may get in the way of reaching your goal? Isaiah, point to A. We talked about this in your lesson about I don't want to do work. I always need a lot of help, and the symbol helps us to remember about needing a lot of help. This is the barrier that you're working on. So what can you do to remove those barriers? Isaiah, point to B. B is your correct answer. Using a cue card tool to try on my own and remember to ask for help. It helps us to remember to try on your own and then remember to ask for help. So the cue card tool is the one you're working on. Tool number 1. Number 2.5. When will you begin? Isaiah, point to A. A is your answer. As soon as possible. The symbol helps us to remember ASAP or as soon as possible. You're beginning this week. Okay, so what question do you ask yourself to set a goal? Is it A, what is my dream? B, what is my goal? Or C, what is my problem? Isaiah, think about your answers. Make your selection now. Pointing to B, B is the correct answer. The question that you ask yourself is, what is my goal when you're setting a goal? And remember your symbol. What question do you ask yourself to make a plan? Isaiah, is it A, what is my plan? B, what is my goal? Or C, what is my action? Think about your answer and make your selection now. Pointing to A. A is the correct answer. Remember those symbols that have to do with making a plan, right? Perfect. So what can you do to improve your behavior? A, eliminate distractions. B, be a responsible student. Or C, begin working immediately and continue working until the task is complete. Isaiah, think about your answers. Make your selection now. Pointing to C. C is your correct answer. Remember that guy at the desk sitting and working immediately and continuing until the task is complete. Next question. What is a barrier that may get in the way of reaching your goal? A, I don't want to do work. I always need a lot of help. B, I like the way it feels when I am biting my nails or singing out loud during class. Or C, I will get out of my seat and talk to peers actually to try to get attention. Isaiah, think about your answers. Make your selection now. Remember A is your answer, pointing to A. A is about needing help, and this is the barrier. We want to try on your own first, and then think about asking for help if we get stuck. So question 2.4, what can you do to remove barriers? Is it A, use a sensory tool, B, use a cue card, or C, use a behavior checklist? Isaiah, think about your answers. Make your selection now. Pointing to B. B is your correct answer. Remember, we're working on tool number 1, using a cue card tool. So when will you begin? A, as soon as possible. B, next month. Or C, next year. Isaiah, think about your answer. Make your selection now. Remember we said A, as soon as possible, pointing to A. You're beginning this week. All right, it's time to take the probe. Good luck.